Colorado had another player come out and do a fucking TikTok video. We all love to see those, right? I love the player that played for me that comes out. Hey, I don't like it here. I don't know if you heard this or saw this video. I just found it.
I sit back and watch everybody, bro. Yeah, I do something different. I do what they mess up on, bro. I go do that bit right, bro. Like, bro, Nate, I got 3.7 GPA. Big. I go to everything, bro. Like, I don't know what it is, bro. Like, bro, it's so crazy because, like, bro, when you don't know what it is, bro, that's what make that shit more hard. Like, why the hell? Like, bro, I even ask myself, like, big, what the fuck I'm doing, bitch? But I'm doing everything right.
Yeah. Came out this bit to be a practice player. If y'all say I was gonna be a practice player, the people if y'all gonna say that, or y'all gonna say I'm hating, I'm always hate on the people that's in front of me. Y'all can go ask them, boy, do I hate? Boy, I'm definitely everybody up. If you don't follow me, I don't know why. I never did nothing to nobody.
Boy, I'm gonna feed my daughter, no cap. No matter what, I'm gonna take care of my daughter, make sure my daughter.
Who is that?
Willie Gaines? I don't know.
I've never heard of this guy. I didn't even know he was on the team. Look, I'm not trying to hate on the kid, but if I'm the coach and we're in a meeting and that's how you want to talk and you just say, bruh, 50 times. Bruh, hey, bro. I'm going to look at him and go, sit up in your fucking seat and look at me and speak and tell me what the fuck you're trying to say. I don't even know what the fuck you just said, dog. What are you trying to articulate, dude?
I have no idea. Bro,
you weren't good enough to play? You're going to feed your daughter no cap? What the fuck does that mean? Everybody has to feed their own kids, idiot. This is what I'm talking about.
I don't know. I never heard this
is where Herm Edwards used to say, don't hit send. This is what he meant.
This ain't the way to go, though, if you're not playing. Like, this is only going to make you worse. You know what I'm saying? If you even have a chance
who in the portal is going to sign that kid right now?
No one, dog. He'll never play again.
Maybe. I don't know, but I hope not.
Well, he'll never play again. And, like, is he still on Colorado's roster?
I don't know.
I don't know. I had to look it up. Obviously, I never heard
you look Willie Gaines, see who he is?
Look, I'm not saying the kid can't play. I'm not saying he doesn't have a point. I'm saying that, again, I'm going to say – college football doesn't owe you anything. Coach Prime doesn't owe you shit. You have to earn opportunity. He's not just going to play people because he told you in the transfer portal when you were there, like, hey, come to Colorado and you'll start. That is a ploy to get you to go to school. No one actually goes into the transfer portal and gets recruited and has I'm going to go there and start. Every time I hear kids like, they told me I could go there and start, I'm like, you shouldn't go there.
He's
Jackson State. Don't go. You're not going there to start. You're going there to fucking develop and see if you can actually stay there so you can play.
Oh, he's a receiver that came from Jackson State with Dion.
And he's there right now.
Yeah, he's still on the roster
right now. So that's probably why he's emotional about it.
On Saturday he won't be. That kid's gonna be gone.
And that's probably why he's emotional about it. He's like, I came here with you. I'm sure Prime recruited him, told him why he should come with him, did all that. He feels like he's doing everything right. Listen, I've been in a position where I've had teammates who grades was good, wasn't getting in trouble, but whatever the case was, coach wasn't playing you for, again, that could be because you're not good enough. That could be for they think the guys in front of you are just that much better. Who knows? There's so many other factors and reasons that could be where, yeah, I could get you being frustrated as a player. I get it, but this ain't the route to go. This is not going to help at all.
I agree with Smitty. This is the wrong way to go, but I will counter with this. My grades were always a mess. I was always on academic probation. I was always getting in trouble. I got arrested multiple times. I was in jail. I got kicked out of school, and I never not started.
I'm going to be honest,
You're a bad dude,
so
man.
let's just put 2 and 2 together then. So that means
I'm going to be honest.
That means I can play.
Here.
Yeah.
Like, I got to be honest. That kid right there played at Dodge City JUCO in my old league in Kansas. If you've ever heard any of my former players come speak and talk, please go Google it. Go look up any one of my players. I've had them all on the show. Have you ever heard one of my kids sound that fucked up? I'm just going to be honest. I'm not saying they don't, but I'm going to be real. This shit is not coached up and taught. I taught it. I fucking taught it. That's real shit. Ask any of my kids. My coaches were with them at 4 a.m. on a computer in a fucking writing class. We are not going to fucking present ourselves that way and talk that way. That's coming from a JUCO. He came from Dodge City JUCO. Dion signed him at Jackson, and he still sounds like a fucking JUCO kid. And I used to tell my players every day, listen, just because we're in JUCO don't mean we got to be JUCO. And that's what people don't realize. They didn't realize that shit. And I've never fucking had a kid sound that fucking stupid on an interview. Never. Because I was the guy that was going to fucking make sure that those kids left my program representing me and their self. Like, dog, you look stupid, homie. You sound ignorant, and ignorance is life-threatening, and not enough people tell the truth. They don't tell these dudes that you ain't going to get a job, homie. Unfortunately, no one's telling them. They just want to use them as a piece of meat in the meat market because they can run fast. Play for me. But guess what, dog? You're playing for you, but you ain't helping that kid do shit else in life. But guess what? I'm the asshole who sits here and gets passed by for jobs because by guys that I actually coached and helped get jobs. And now guess what? I'm the guy sitting here doing a show because I am too dangerous. I'm a risk. I'm an asshole. Well, why aren't the players saying that shit? Why are my players successful? Why are they got degrees? Why are they graduating? Why are they not in jail? Why are they Why do I have DMs from certain junior colleges who just hired certain coaches? Why do I have a full-on roster DM saying, why we didn't hire you, coach? You were here before. I don't know, dog. It's bigger than me, bro. You got to ask your own admin. So
that's real.
I'm just saying, is what it
that's
is.
Real.
Bro.
That's real on that last part. Being devil's acting a little bit, and y'all gonna be mad, but it is what it is. I did have some teammates that's from like Atlanta. It's from the South that has a total different lingo in terms of how they spoke and how they talk. And when I first met them, being from Indianapolis, I was like, huh? Like some shit I couldn't even understand. I didn't know what they're talking about. Like it was a little bit of a transition for me to understand this lingo. Now, after a while, you end up understanding, like, okay, this is what he means by this. This is what he means by. So when I heard that video, as crazy as it sounds, I've had some teammates from down south, and if I had to guess, that guy's probably from Atlanta. I could be wrong, but that's based upon people who I've known. If I had to guess, I'm based from Atlanta. I understood exactly what he said only because I've experienced that type of lingo before. But I can also understand from your point of view, if you ain't never heard it, it's like this motherfucker sounds.
I call bullshit.
Ridiculous.
I call bullshit.
You said on me?
I call bullshit, homie.
Why would I lie?
From the hood, and every kid I've ever fucking
why would I lie?
From the hood. Every kid I've ever fucked is a jit, homie. Every kid is a jit, D. Jones. Don't get me fucked up, homie. I recruited more in the motherfucking country than anyone you know. And don't tell me about Atlanta. Go to fucking Louisiana. Talk about motherfucker you can't understand? How about a dude from 10 miles from a country road in Louisiana, 32nd Parish? A guy named, go Google this shit. By the way, he played at Colorado. Came from me. Delrick Abrams, 6'4" corner. Guess what? Went to the league, played for the Falcons. Guess what? That motherfucker, you couldn't understand if he said cat and you told him there was a C and a T in it. Guess what he did, though? Motherfucker gets on an interview, sound a lot better than that motherfucker. You know why? Played for me. And guess what? Stop with the excuses about where they're from, homie. This is fucking about how invested are you in your motherfucking kid. And I was invested in those kids. So guess what? Guess what, dog? This is how you talk in front of motherfuckers. You're not going to sound like you're from the parish in Louisiana when you go in front of Nick Saban. I am going to teach you better. So miss me with the jit shit, D. Jones. Motherfucker, we all got hood cats and tendencies in us. And go listen to a motherfucking Compton. You ain't going to understand him either if you're from Florida. So don't get it twisted. I know every single kid in every single fucking place. And don't go to South Carolina, homie, if you think Atlanta's bad.
And real quick, we're calling this an interview. The motherfucker was on his social media too. So again, I don't know how to. I don't know who this cat is. I don't know how he talks when he's talking to Coach Prime. I don't know how he sounds in the fucking with a camera in front of him, like a real camera, an actual. I've never heard this kid ever in my life. Right now, he's on his cell phone, posting a social media video, emotional, just reacting. So I can't use how he's talking. The way we talk on here at times is not how I'm gonna talk when I go to Fox and the fucking CEO walks by. That's just not what I'm gonna do.
That's my point.
I mean, it's a different scenario.
That's my point. I taught my kids, you got to play the game. You got to play the game, not the game, not this game, the game.
100%.
In front of cats with my skin tone that's going to give you the fucking job. You got to play that game. But guess what? I'm the asshole that won't get hired because these fucks are scared of me. But the players sure do want me still. It's crazy how that works. So see what I'm saying? It's a bunch of pussy out here, man. It's a bunch of and the excuse that I keep getting is this: oh, my board won't let me. The board won't let us. The board bullshit. You're fucking bullshit. Because I guarantee if you put your fucking foot on the carpet and said, you know what, dog, this is the real. The kids love him. They want to play for him. He gets results. He's the fucking dude in this business. There isn't a better JUCO guy in the world. This is what he does. Instead, okay, that's okay. When you say okay, that means you have took it in the ass. Let's just keep it real. Instead of saying, no, man, this motherfucker's the guy. They act like I have a criminal record, homie. They act like I can't go get a fingerprint clearance. They're acting as if I'm fucking out here doing Art Briles shit. Like, fucking kidding me, homie?
Hey, that man on fire right now. Let me fan him off. Let me fan off JB.
God damn,
man.
JB.
That man's on fire.
And fuego. Look, I think that this is it's kind of a bigger problem that Coach Prime is going to have to deal with. Like, everybody's got a portal, everybody's got a voice, and if some kid that you recruited with, like, look, Coach Prime can be super positive and all about love and honesty and all, because he's Coach Prime. He doesn't have any like real problems other than like blood clots and like where Shador's going to go first round next year. Like they're really minimal problems. Being the head coach of Colorado is a minimal problem. Like, that's a great job. He's got great support. He's going to have unbelievable opportunity this offseason to change over stuff, and he has total anonymity and control. That's another reason why I don't think he'll leave, because he actually has a ton of control there. Rick George is hands off and lets him do what he wants. But when you recruit big-time players, and I say that broadly, as in everybody in the country is recruiting the same 10 assholes. And then when they don't get them, they have to like actually go recruit. Sometimes you've got to find guys who actually just want to play football and don't want to necessarily be football players. Like, there's a huge difference, in my opinion, between a guy who wants to be a football player and a guy who is one. So, like, you can dress, I say it all the time, you can dress up like a football player on Friday night and be like a creative player on Madden, but that doesn't make you a player. Your look doesn't make you a player. Look like Tarzan, play like Jane. How many times you heard that? So this goes full circle back to kids and how they take responsibility for their own actions. You know, if he's a great student, that's great, but there's probably a reason you're not playing, and those reasons were Horn and Weaver and Dawson, and like the receiver position is definitely not the problem in Boulder. Travis Hunter. Like, the receiver position is not the problem. The quarterback position is not the problem. Instead of, I'm assuming this kid is either done or has at least one more year. Instead of this route, I would go in and close the door and sit down with Coach Prime and have a conversation man to man and say, how can I get better in the offseason to make sure this doesn't happen next year? I can't be on scout team anymore. It's eating me alive. Coach, what do I need to do, in your opinion, to get better so I can get on the field? Not this like rant. And this is the other thing. If you're going to rant, just like plan it a little bit. Write down some shit. Don't just hit fucking play and start talking. Every time I do that into my phone, nothing good ever happens, and I always erase it. I never post it. So, you know, having a plan of attack on how you want to formulate your discontent with the situation you're in, people don't hear the message, bro. All they hear is you bitching. And I know this because every time I get emotional about whatever, about CU or the NFL or concussion settlements or fuckboy coaches or players or whatever, every time I get emotional, no one ever hears the message. They only hear the tone. They only see, oh, he's really upset. What's wrong with this fucking guy? Blah, blah, blah. They don't actually listen to what's happening. So it's one of the reasons why I try to stay calm. It doesn't necessarily work all the time, but I try.
Yeah, they always just hear my tone. They never listen to the message. That's just what it is. They've always done that though, because they think.
Let me say one thing before I get off. And look, I'm very thankful for both of you. It's Thanksgiving, and I know that everybody's thankful this time of year, but I am. The show has been awesome since I started doing it with Coach JB, and it's just going to continue to get better as we go here on planet Earth. But I'm thankful for Coach Prime in Colorado too. And there's a lot of like hate on social media right now, like questioning my loyalty and shit because I told my guy Talon Chandler, your dream school offered you? Yeah. Bro, that's incredible. Congratulations. What would you expect me to say to him?
He's from Nevada, Missouri. He's
would
from
you expect
Nevada,
a
Missouri.
42-year-old old head that already played at Colorado to say, oh, I know you, Talon, and I know your heart, and I know how great of a kid you are, and you should stay at Colorado because I want you to, or Coach Prime wants you to, or guilt? What? That's not the way coaching and mentorship works. You have to set aside your personal feelings. Like, I understand that Coach Prime said he wants guys that want to go there. Well, bro, like everybody at CU, there's so many kids that can play there that want to go there that you guys don't look at.
Yeah.
There were a ton of guys there last year that were there that loved that place, that wanted to stay, that you walked in and said, I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're from. You can't stay here. And I know it was a test to see who would leave, but let's be real. How many of the guys that actually held over played? Trevor Woods? Like Van Wells? Two. I can name two off the top of my head. I'm sure there's more. The Harrison kid that tied in. So I don't understand how people can take anything I say about that place when I've been beating the drum for them since the minute he got fucking hired, before he got hired. I told everybody he was going to get hired, and then he did. Just because I criticize something or I don't agree with something does not mean I don't like it. In actuality, that means I love it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Because you know why? These pussies out here who tweet, text, blah, 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 they think correction is criticism. It's not. Correction is not criticism, dog. Correction is actually means I like you. I love you. I want to help you. When I stop doing that, as the old adage says in the coaching world, I don't give a fuck about you. And that's just truth. And that goes in life too, by the way.